Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Today we got a bunch of topics to go through, and the first one you might not like, so let's get straight into it. The first one is saying deal off, Chelsea transfer target set to accept Barcelona offer. And of course here you got two of our players that we're signing. It is Ousmane Dembele, the one that is being reported. There's this quote that's come from Javi Miguel. I haven't heard of him too much, so maybe take it with a pinch of salt. But the translation of this essentially says, if we go through to it and hit translate tweet, Dembele is one step away from dropping his pants and accepting the offer he has received. He has had since December, in which he has systematically ignored/rejected. On Monday, I called Javi asking him to intercede with Lampard, the technician of course. The quote was, "There will be no new offer, you accept the one you have or buy." And apparently, he is one step away from doing this. I have another article that's come out as well, and the translation for this one coming from this journalist. Again, I don't know too much about these people, but these reports seem to be fairly reliable. And it says Dembele wants to stay because the coach loves him. The player feels happy in Barcelona and gets used to it. He is in the prime of his tender years, and for this reason, the club's offer should not be too far from the other offers it received. That's a rough translation, of course, but basically there's both saying that he wants to stay, and this one saying that he's one step away. Like, he's pretty much saying, actually, I might stay at Barcelona, which, if that's the case for Chelsea, of course, isn't the end of the world, considering that maybe we were going to bring in someone like Raheem Sterling, who, you know, is another winger. It's not like we need him drastically, though I do think he, of course, would have been a good option. The creativity, the assists that he would have brought to the team would have been absolutely brilliant. If these reports are true, again, it might not be. We know that the offer that he received from Chelsea, he was really happy with, and essentially had signed a pre-contract, or in theory had. But now it's possible that this is off, and he's going to say no, because he had until the 30th. By the end of this month, he had to decide if he was moving or he was staying. And apparently, with a few days to go till the end of the month, he might be set to choose Barcelona. And that's a damn shame. Maybe Chelsea can go in with a better offer. Maybe these reports are false. So I just want to keep you guys up to date with it, of course. I always do. But this could be potentially bad for Chelsea, because this was a big creative outlet that we were going to bring into the team, and he might not be coming in anymore. Then next up, we have a report saying Chelsea ahead of Liverpool in race to sign £102 million player. Tuchel really wants him. Apparently, it's saying Juventus are feeling the heat in terms of renewing the contract. Of course, we know the situation. He wants a lower release clause if he's to sign a new contract. And it says further down here, however, the report claims that Chelsea are in pole position to sign Ligt, but they're also suggesting the 22-year-old is Thomas Tuchel's #1 target for a centre-back role. Now, I know we've been over this story a few other times. It says Liverpool and Man City are also interested up here. We feel like we've been over it a few times, but the fact that Chelsea keep being, more reports from more journalists, different journalists coming out saying Chelsea are in #1 position to get him. If they're gonna, there's obviously a reason for this, and if they're gonna go out and get him, it can't be for 102 million, right? But Todd Bowley, the reports coming out, have said that he wants to make a marquee signing, and that's pretty standard when a new owner comes over and takes ownership of a new big club. They tend to try and make a big splash in the water, and signing someone like Ligt, obviously we need massive defensive improvements / replacements, because we lost such good players recently. So Ligt coming in would be an unbelievable signing, and there's a part of me that really thinks that Todd Bowley's just going to come in and say 80 million, like throw it at Juventus, and given that they, £102 is the release clause, 80 million they might well accept, knowing that the contract extension, negotiations aren't going too well. But again, take this one with a grain of salt. You never really know what's going on. Maybe this is just his agent trying to drum up interest from us to get Juventus to lower the demands, or to agree to the lower release clause. So you never really know. But I just want to keep you guys up to date. It does seem that Tuchel really wants Ligt, and with Todd Bowley saying he wants to make a big splash, maybe it could happen. Then we've got this next topic, and I think it might be one you guys aren't too happy with. It says Tuchel calls midfielder to try and get Chelsea transfer going, ready to embrace player again. It goes on to mention a bunch of stuff about Zola and how, of course, we had him, and it basically meant that in January we couldn't go out and get Adrien Rabiot. Now, a lot of people don't like him. I don't think he's probably the best player if Chelsea are going to try and buy, and increase the quality in midfield. I'd rather personally, if we're going to get rid of a midfielder, which I think we probably would if we were going to bring in someone like Rabiot, if we're going to get rid of a midfielder, make it someone like Jorginho and bring in Conor Gallagher on loan. I don't think Conor Gallagher needs to be, sent out on loan again, or a complete bench player for most of the season and get like 5 to 10 appearances. I think he's capable. And it says here, they report the manager has already called the France international to understand the situation and will be ready to embrace the boy he already trained and cultivated back when he was in charge of PSG. So this is basically, Tuchel is a big fan of him. As much as I really do want to back Tuchel, I think we need to just, it seems that Todd Boehly feels the same. Basically, whatever Tuchel wants is what Tuchel's going to get, obviously within reason. Not going to go out and get Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, whatever the hell. Although those players are quite old at this point. It's not going to be the case. Is Tuchel really going to go out and get Rabiot? Now, he might be right, and he might be a great fit for this Chelsea team, but in my opinion, Chelsea can do a lot better, and it says he won't be expensive. About 15 million euros is the quoted price, so it's not like it's a big risk, but the wages that will probably come along with it, and the fact that I just don't think we need him. Our midfield at the moment is okay. It can be, we can improve, of course, and I think if you add Conor Gallagher into that midfield, I think it really is improved more than if you add Rabiot into that midfield. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know what you guys think of this one, because personally, I'm just so not down for it. Then following on, we have an official signing from Chelsea in the first summer signing of the Todd Boehly era. As you can see in this article here, it says it's 18-year-old goalkeeper Eddie Beach. He is previously at Southampton, is a Wales under-19 international. I personally am Welsh, so to have a Wales player within the squad will always be nice. Maybe one day he'll make it to the main team, the first team. It says he's got a bright future ahead of him. There's a lot of other stuff that's, going to be the case. Is he ever going to be good enough to make it in the first team? I don't know. And then it also said that Lucas Bergstrom has gone out on loan to Peterborough this season. So that's one keeper going out on loan and one coming in. They'll play in the under squads. So I guess a good thing, potentially going to be a top goalkeeper in years to come, but we'll see how it goes, But that is officially the first signing of the Todd Boehly era. Then we of course have the official news from Chelsea saying Chelsea Football Club announces new board of directors and leadership changes. And as you can see down here, we've got a bunch of changes to, the board and the structure of it, and all these different people that will now be involved. If you guys are aware of many of them, obviously these are names that I'm not crazy familiar with, because they're all new to me. The announcement also includes the departure of Marina Granovskaya, director of Chelsea. So she is now officially gone, and, I think the other day I was a little bit more upset about it than, not upset, but, I think I probably the other day would have preferred her stay, but now considering the Lukaku deal a little bit more, and just I think it's okay that she can go. We could probably get better. We can get new people in, obviously under the Todd Boehly ownership, and we'll see how it goes, right? But these are the official, new co-owners, whatever, directors that are all going to be involved. So that's officially announced now. So it does look like, hopefully now Lukaku is gone. Todd Boehly has got his grasp on the, the board now. He's got people in there that he wants, people that he didn't want are now gone. It does point towards signs that Chelsea are now going to be able to go into the transfer market a little bit more seriously and throw some money around. Whether I'm right on this, I don't know, but I'd be very surprised if now that all these changes are done, we still, aren't making signings other than, of course, Eddie Beach, who we've just signed, the young goalkeeper. I think that now is the time that we'll see more from Chelsea. We'll see. I'll keep you guys up to date, of course, but I think that's the case. So that's going to be the end of the video today, guys. If you did enjoy, please be sure, as usual, leave a like on it, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss a future video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.